Helps if I turn on the mic, doesn't it? Oh, it looks like we got a few people here. I haven't done this for such a long while, I almost forgot how. So who do we have here today? Can everybody hear me? I'm assuming everything is live. It appears to be. Well, let's double check. No? Let me see what my chat has. Well, oh, Robin's here. Okay, let me flip to my other screen because I have chat on there. There we go. Good morning, Robin. How are you this morning? And Sandy, hi. Welcome, everybody. This was a spur of the moment. Let me turn that music down. Okay. If that's annoying, let me know. I'm going to turn that off and just go by the chat on the screen. That will be my do-gooder today. Woo-woo, afternoon all from the cold UK. There's Linda. Hi, Linda. Sandy, you're in the UK too. Well, isn't that wonderful? We have a really crappy, ugly day. Ah, Robin, you're at work. Oh, don't get caught. I don't want you to get in trouble. Don't get caught. So I thought, well, I'm going to work on Fred. I need to work on Fred. Hi, Ambry. I need to work on Fred because I only have 20,000 stitches to go. And we really, really, really need to get Fred finished so that I can start Adams. So I thought, okay, you haven't done a live for a long time, a very, very long time. So why not come on live and and I will stitch and you can stitch with me, and maybe, just maybe, that will keep me motivated to keep working on this. Because where did I put it? I don't know. I did put another video up today, and it kind of went down another rabbit hole a little bit. I'll show you guys here. Let me flip back to my other screen and I'll show you. I had this burning desire to start something different. And you're going to say, oh, Karen, you never finished the other ones that you started. I know. But I had this brainstorm. I really need to. Yeah, it was more, I need to do this. So I started a piece where I want to, the goal is to incorporate a lot of the stitches in Yvette's new Hardanger filling stitch book. Yeah. So let me see if I can. I can fold it a little bit so that you can see, and then I'll show you my sketch of what I want it to be. So far I have it. Oh, I don't want to show you the back, although the back looks like the front. But so far it is a big diamond. Okay. So let's see if you can. Oops, I can't see what you're seeing. All right, there. That's the top corner. So it will be, the further I go away, the more you can't see it because it's white on white. But it's a big diamond. And this, this motif here will be some of that reticella embroidery. So it's kind of going to get cut out like like you cut away in Hardanger, and there's threads remaining that are going to get wrapped, but then you lay threads to make the design, and then you buttonhole stitch over them. So yeah. So let me show you my sketch. Gotta find it. No, it's not in there. It is in Good Notes. Here we go. Let's see if I can show it to you this way, if it's gonna glare or not. There we go. Okay, so the red are that, let me see. Come on, make it clear. The red ones are that motif that I have stitched, so that's going to go in all four corners. And then those other diamond shapes will have just be outlined with satin stitches, and then that's where I'll put the different filling stitches from Yvette's book. Oh, look, keep getting a glare. I wonder if I put it, let's go back here again. Let's go back here and see if I can put it under here. Okay, let me zoom this way. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Gotta stand up. There we go. Okay, now don't fall on your slidey chair. Okay, so that's a little better. It's hard to show you this stuff. Okay, so see, these are the ones that I already have that stitched. And then these will be squares that have 4 windows. These will be squares that just have 1 window. This will be a design that looks why don't things let me make them bigger? Well, this will be a design that is going to have stitches or threads laid around in that pattern and then buttonhole stitched over them. So, yeah, that's my kind of, sort of rough draft of what I want it to look like. Now, these areas over here might just be open work. I haven't decided yet. And then I may or may not put a ruffled edge around it. So we shall see. So let me, oh, I don't want to go too far. Touchy camera. There we go. That should be okay because I'm down here and I can do this. See what I mean? It's such a challenge. It's such a challenge when you do these videos and try and get cameras positioned right and all that good and wonderful stuff. So let's see, what's everybody saying? Robin, Aubrey, Robin, haha. Linda, Fred is looking so good. Glad you decided to stick with him. Yeah, he's so close. He is now at 73.9%. So I have to stick with him. I have to. I put him back on the scroll frame again because I figured that way I can get more finished without having to move, and I can do a little bit more color completing as opposed to okay, just a sec till I make sure where I'm at here. There. Did that. Okay. So now I'm down here. Okay. Well, take notice I didn't bring along my okay, I did those. Well, I don't know why this didn't mark it off last night when I stitched some of these. So now I'm here. Yeah, so I kind of figured, well, if I do some live streams and stitch, well, first I got to find the hole to stitch. Maybe I'll have more incentive to stitch on it. Yeah, because see, I get hooked in that other stuff, and then I avoid this one. And what I should do is just say, you can only do that other stuff. That's what I should do. I should say, you can only do that other stuff after you've done a certain amount of stitches on this one. That's, ooh, don't get there. Whew, almost got double strands there. That's what I should do. Oh, thank you, Robin. You guys are encouraging. See, that's the other reason I said to myself, you need to go on and you need to stitch with the peeps, and that will keep you accountable to get, ooh, what's going on back here? There it goes. That will keep you, hey, there's something going on. Hold it. We got a big thread back here. Yes, and I ripped to fix those big hanging threads because I don't like that. Oh, I know what that is. It was an end I didn't work in. The horrors. Every now and again, I forget what I was doing and I didn't work it in and I kind of forgot about it. And now when I feel it back there, it's like, ooh, what is going on? And that's what it was. It's just a thread I failed to do my due diligence. So I'll just kind of try and get it covered so that I go. Yeah, so that I work it in and I don't keep feeling it hanging there, because then that will make me a little bit crazy. So what is everybody working on? Is anybody else stitching? I think I got to get my scientific glasses because this ain't working very well. Hold on, be right back. They're right over here. Do you know, since I have these roll chair, I'm always afraid it's going to roll away on me. Since I have these, I never realized how much I absolutely did need them and what an amazing difference they make. I mean, amazing difference. It's unbelievable how much better one can see with these. It's just amazing. I actually wish I would have bought them a lot sooner than I did, because I knew about them for quite some time before I actually purchased them. And wow, once I did, oh, missed a stitch, got to go up here and catch this one. I have never regretted it, and they are certainly worth every penny. They're expensive, but they're certainly worth every penny that I paid for them. So anyway, what are you guys working on? Anybody stitching with me? Linda, you're working on the Carolyn Manning one. Ooh. Yes, you are quite welcome. You are on the cover page. That's wonderful, because that is a very beautiful design. I love and the colors are so wonderful. I really like those colors. Those are my kind of colors, actually. So, anybody else stitching? I know Robin's working. Layla, you're working on Nutcracker. Good for you. Have those glasses, but not using right now. Cheaters. You know, and sometimes I think, oh, I'll just put cheaters on, but I end up getting these out because the cheaters just aren't. But then I think I have to work on all the little stuff. Being of the same age, getting my cataracts out, Holly, made a huge difference. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? Did you notice? I did. And in fact, I had fun with this when I had one eye done and the other eye wasn't. If I closed my one eye and I looked at, say, well, it was most noticeable with the color white. I never knew white was that white. And then when I looked at the bad eye, it was all yellow and Yeah, the color differences were amazing when you had one eye where the cataract was removed and you still had it in the other eye. It was, I would sit and just switch between the eyes all the time. Oh, let's see. Woo Woo says the moment you realize it's a Friday and not Saturday and have to be at work in half an hour, oops. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, oh my. Yeah, that's yeah. That's when I would feel like I was all befuddled for the whole rest of the day. You just couldn't get your rhythm back. Tori, hello, how are you? Wendy, you're doing Farewell to Anger. Oh, that's a nice one. The world wasn't ecru. Yeah, that's exactly. Layla, you're using 14 count ADA, so you don't need, strong magnification. You had cataract removed about 5 years ago, and now you have a slight stigmatism in your right eye. Yeah. Yeah, so do I. And yeah. Although these glasses, they accounted for my astigmatism, so that was quite wonderful. Like I said, I love them. I absolutely love them as I sit here looking at you with my googly eyes. At least it's Friday, Tori says. Yes, but you know what? For me, every day is Friday. Yeah. I just need to get on the stick here and get this stitched. Just, yeah. But it's nice to come on here and just chat with folks a little bit while I'm still, like I said, I'm hoping you guys can keep me motivated so that I can do it. Teresa, you're working on Pokemon and in between doing eyelet alphabet. Oh, yeah, they're kind of fun, aren't they? I think eyelets look so nice, but they're not my favorite things to stitch. That's why I don't think this Hardanger piece is going to have a lot of eyelets. Eyelets in it. Although if I wanted to do it traditional, then I would almost need to put a reasonable amount of eyelets in it. Because the traditional ones, like the early ones, were lots and lots of eyelets. Tori, how do you like, what is it, Notion? How do you like that? Does it, I played with it just a little bit. However, it didn't take me long till I messed it up. Yeah, I messed up. I was entering my projects that I'm working on, and I don't know, somehow I totally messed it up. So I did download the template. So I could, I guess, delete what I have and start over again. I'm thinking that might work. But I only played with it a little bit. Oh, you made a whole video on what you did. No, you can shamelessly promote. Yes, shameless plugs. I think you can put it in, I think if you want to, you could link it in the chat. I don't think I have it turned off that you can't do links. So if you do that, I can go look at it. Oh, you didn't use a template. You did your own thing. See, that's the part. When I first found out about it, that was the part that confused me. Okay, I learned a lot doing all this. But when it comes to other software and templates and I'm a little challenged. It's actually a minor miracle that I actually managed to do all the stuff to record videos. Yeah. It didn't come real easy. I had to work at it. I had to work at it to get it. That's why some days it takes me the day or multiple days to figure something out, because challenged. But I don't do bad. I don't do bad to get things figured out I think I actually do pretty good. But yes, I have to go investigate that a little bit more. It will be interesting. Okay, I did that one. Oh, see, I did stitches here that are not marked off. What makes that? These are done too. I don't know. I think there was somebody sneaking in here and working on this that I didn't know about and didn't mark off their stitches because, on account of. Well, what I think I'm going to do is park this thread here and go back up here with another color and come down. Because what I'm going to do is work down to possibly about here. And then I should be able to roll it or unroll it more so that I have the whole rest of it and then can just color complete from that point forward. I grew up using a side roll. The younger crew hasn't even seen one. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? They don't even know what a side roll is. I was thinking about that too the other day of the things we had or did when we were younger, like the old rotary telephones. Younger kids would not know what to do with that or how to dial it or it doesn't work for them. That was one. I mean, when computers first came, I remember my first computer was a Radio Shack. Party lines. Yes, Holly, we had party lines. We had a party line. My dad worked for the telephone company, and when he got a promotion, that's when we could finally get rid of our party line, because he was on call all the time. So he needed a private line. But heaven forbid, us kids could not be hanging on the phone. No. If you needed to use the phone, you said your business and you got off. End of story. Yeah, lots of things these kids don't know about. Tori says, finding out how to use Notion, I'll never go back. I have progress. Oh, you have approximate finish days. You log the photos and floss inventory. Wow. I get equipment from data transfer. So, enjoyment from data transfer. So you're happy to help anyone. Well, I am going to remember that. What I have to do, though, is just take time to... all that stuff over there in the corner is stuff that would have to be inventoried between floss and fabrics and... oh my, all the charts. Oh my. It would take months. Easily take months. And to think at one point in time, several years ago, I downsized. I got rid of a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And you know what? Now I have almost just as much again. And the same reason we didn't have a party line. Oh, your parent, one of your parents was on call for needing needing a private line. But I remember when you wanted to call somebody and the other party was on the party line, and if you really had to make the phone call, you had to break in and tell them, can you end your call so I can use the phone? And if you really wanted to be nosy, you could listen to their conversation. Or you'd pick up the phone to make a call and you'd hear somebody else talking. Oh my God. Makes me laugh now when I think about it. Layla, Notion is it's an app, and it's really pretty much like, and Tori, you can help me here. It's pretty much a database where you can create databases to like keep inventory. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I think some people, you can use it for everything. I'm thinking there's a calendar in it. Let me look. I can't remember. Oh, your mother worked for Bell South as a 411 operator. Oh my goodness. My dad worked for just Bell Telephone in Pennsylvania. As he started out as a lineman, and then he he was an auditor for several years. And then when we had to from Reading to Sunbury, he was a construction foreman. So yeah, he worked for them from the time he got out of high school until he retired. Which that kind of employment is virtually unheard of today. People don't stay at jobs long term like they used to. I'm gonna say he had, let's see. He did retire at 55, and he started there when he was 19. So he had over 30 years. Yeah. But he had a great retirement. Great retirement. It's a shame it was so short before he passed away. So, yeah. Tori says Notion is basically a free for all. Tables, pictures, text pages. You can make a little wiki, have tables. Companies use it for work and collaboration. Students use it for school. Tori uses it for D&D and now stitching. Wow. Yeah, it is like I said, I kind of got baffled by it when I went in. And then oh, that's that. Is it Nat? Stitching Nat? Nat, I think that's her name, did a video on it, and I watched that. She did it with Bendy Stitchy. They made a video on it. And I watched that, and I got it a little bit, and I downloaded the template, but I'm still a little baffled. And then I go, so you could also like record your daily stitch counts and all of that in there. You could, yeah, like how many stitches you stitched that day, and how many, it would tell you how many stitches you have left to do and all that kind of stuff. When you would be able to finish. Oh my goodness, I want to start one with Paula, and I really have to live long enough to finish it because it's a lot. It's a big one. Mom worked for them when you were about 8 until she retired from managing their reports. She was in Florida. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Bell Telephone was a big company back in the day. I'm trying to, I don't even think it's around anymore. Now it's all like AT&T. Well, didn't AT&T buy it out? Verizon, T-Mobile, yeah. And then, a lot of people don't even have landlines anymore. Who'd have ever thought that? Who'd have ever thought that we could do this? Or go on Zoom? Who'd have ever thought? Yeah, when I was a kid, we thought about that and went, oh yeah, right, like that's never going to happen. Yeah. And now look. Here we are. It's happening. It's happening. Speaking of which, okay, this is a little bit of a schizophrenic thought. Oh, Tori, that would be great. My email, and you should have my email. It's always in the drop-down box of the video. That would be the easiest. My email address is always in the description box. But that reminds me, talking about this, all the things that have happened in my lifetime. If anyone is interested, I am doing a Zoom meetup, Stitch and Chats, every Saturday. The first and third Saturdays, it's at 11 o'clock in the morning, my time, so that's Eastern time. And the second and fourth Saturdays, it's at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Now, I do ask that you be a subscriber to the channel in order to come into the Facebook group. And then in the Facebook group is where updates are announced and the information to get into the Zoom is posted. So if you're interested in that, you are certainly welcome. Just be sure that you are a member of the channel and apply to the group, because if you're not in the group, you won't get the information to come into the meetup. So that's the only way to get the information. And if you do join the group, and for those of you that are in, you should not be handing out that information to anyone else. You need to be a group member in order to be privy to that information. But I've had several meetups so far, and they have been quite fun. And I initially was only going to have it open for an hour or so. Well, an hour has often turned into 3 hours or more. So if you're interested in that, certainly join the Facebook group. It's NeedleBugg Family. If you do a search, you should find it, no problem. And then you must answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, you will get rejected. So you must answer the questions and then be a channel subscriber, and I will admit you into the group. Oh, remember Congress deemed it a monopoly, so Ma Bell busted up to local. Yeah. AT&T became the long distance. Yeah. And now they broke up Bell Telephone for a monopoly. What are we back to? Pretty much close to that. There aren't a whole lot of choices. You have choices, but it's limited. I mean, we had a local phone company here in Myerstown, but even that has faded away to nothingness. Let's see, I started at 0. I have 35 stitches. Oh. That's a miracle. 35 stitches. I gotta flip this over to end my thread. Now don't. You can see how messy my back is. Actually, it's not too bad. There they are. You dropped them again. Okay. Okay, let's get rid. No, that's one we're saving. That was the mess I felt. Okay. It's over here. Where? Too far. Oh, I can never get this camera. There, that's where it's messy. And that's over where his scarf is. Now, till I get you back where you belong. There we go. There we go. So I'm just kind of going through and kind of using the Stitching Mommy method of picking the color that's closest to the top and not done. And then just finishing up that color. Within this, I'm just going to work within this area right here. For now, anyway. Most of the money from the phone company came from long distance charges, and now cell phones, long distance. Yeah. Yeah, there is no such thing as long distance anymore. I stayed in Facebook jail and no longer have my account, and I won't get it back. I haven't stitched any because I'm too busy chatting. Do you know what? That usually happens to me when I do a live. I end up talking too much and stitching very little. So it was like, okay. I like to do the lives. Hi, Donna. You've been awful quiet lately. I like to do the lives, but I don't get a lot of stitching done because, yeah, I sit here and read the chat and then I just gab and gab and gab and gab some more. Hello, Angela. Glad to see you here. Yeah, I was trying to think about, okay, how do I want to... I would like to do more live Stitch With Me's. I would like to do that because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's quite a few people that enjoy those. But, okay, the infamous but. My question is how to do live Stitch With Me's and still get some stitching done. Because as you can see, we've been on here for 50 minutes. 50 minutes. And I have 49 stitches finished. So it's 1 stitch a minute. Now, is that good? Or is that mediocre? Or is that really bad? Normally in an hour, I can get twice that done. I can usually, if I'm really concentrating and put my mind to it, I can get about 100 stitches an hour finished. So, in the grand scheme of things, 50 stitches in a half an hour isn't so bad. Oh, Yeah, a bunch of chatterboxes, absolutely. By the way, Layla is 60 and her stash says she's immortal. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I hear you. And yeah, especially if your stash, if your stash is a lot of full coverage, it's more, you have to be immortal several times over. I refuse to count how many heaven and earth design charts I have. And we all know they're never going to, never ever, there's no way that they're all going to get stitched. No, not even close. And the one I want to start with Paula, um, yeah, that one will take me the rest of my life to finish because it's actually bigger than Stitcher's Retreat. And we all know how long Stitcher's Retreat took me to finish. That was a 5 year journey. So actually, Fred here is working on being close to 5 years. Oh, Sandy, well, safe travel and give that grandson a hug. Angela, you're the slowest stitcher. You're trying not to even think about what I'm not getting done because it overwhelms me. Yeah, yeah, I get that. Absolutely. It's best not to go to that place. Just sit back and enjoy your stitching and don't worry. Don't worry about everything else that's sitting on the shelf. Unless you have a stitching fairy that's gonna come in and help you finish it. I haven't found one yet. And this I hate. When your needle unthreads all the time. I should probably use a smaller needle so that it doesn't unthread, but I like the ballpoint needle, and that's what I'm using. And unfortunately, the size of the hole is what it is. I'll never finish that X, so we're going to cross it with that, and no one's going to ever be the wiser. And yes, I cheat when I have what I call one stitch wonders. There are times that it will get the color that is in my needle, because depending on the day, I'm not threading a needle for one stitch of a color. It ain't gonna happen. And you know what? In these areas, unless it's something important like an eyeball, no one's ever gonna know the difference. So I don't worry about it. I don't worry at all. Not at all. And then that's the end of that color. Oh no, there's some. Oh, whoa. There's some more down here. Can I jump? Yeah, I can jump down there yet. I think. Ninja stitches. Yeah, yeah. I no, I'm not threading the needle for one stitch of one color. Not even gonna do it. Not even. It's whatever is in the needle. Angela. I think they ran off with mine. My house cleaning fairy and the stitching fairy. I think there's 4 of them out there somewhere. And they might even be chasing the frog. Knock on wood. I've been lucky he hasn't been here for a while. So let's hope he keeps it that way. Let him run off with the cleaning fairy. That would be a great thing. Something is not looking right here. That's that. Okay. That's that. That's that. Oh, okay, I see. I see now. Sometimes things look a little funky because I think Karen forgets to mark things off. And then when I go to stitch at a certain place, it's like, wait a minute, something's not right. So then I have to find the place where it is right and kind of backtrack and make, okay. Another true confessions of a full coverage stitcher, especially if it's in areas where it doesn't matter. Sometimes you just make it work. You just fix it to what it's supposed to be with whatever color is in your needle. Because oftentimes that color is right next to or very close to the color that was supposed to be in that spot. So sometimes you just add a stitch to make that pattern that it's supposed to be. Yeah, I cheat. Confessions of a full coverage stitcher. Maybe that's a segment we need to do on the videos. True confessions of a full coverage stitcher. to think about that one too. But you guys are going to have to help me with your true confessions and not just my true confessions. Okay, now I think I'm going to sit this thread here and go back up to the top again. Let's see what we can pull off here next. Yeah. 8:44. I think, wow, it's been an hour already. I think we'll do one more color. We'll do this color yet, and then True Confessions. You should watch that. Oh, Tori, you're too good. Donna, you had a purple stitch in with brown. Oh, sometimes it makes me wonder. Like, it happened to me a lot when I was stitching Stitcher's Retreat. All of a sudden, it would ask for a totally what felt like off-the-wall color. It was asking me for a shade of green in all of that brown. And it's like, what? That ain't gonna work. But yet, when you stand back, it all blends. It just all blends. So sometimes when you get that weird color that you have to throw in there, stitch it and then get another color in near it and stand back, and it all just, I don't know why, but it all just kind of works. But there were times I went, oh, no, this cannot be right. And I wanted to change the color, but I didn't. So I think I'm going to do this color yet, and then I'm going to say goodbye, because sitting like this, me back is starting to cry a little bit. And that's never a good thing. Never a good thing. And I really just wanted to come on a little bit to stitch on Fred, to, yes, time does fly, stitch on Fred, to remember how to do a live, because it's been a long time. It's been a very long time since I did a live. And thought, and I've been saying, oh, you need to do one. Oh, you need to do one. So it just so happened, like, Karen, just do one and get back on the wagon again. So I'm thinking of doing them on a regular basis. But then the question becomes, how often? How often would you like a live? And then I'd probably only do them for an hour or so. I gotta mark these off right away or I'll get confused. Hello, Angela. We have another Angela here. It got you, Holly, it got you up and moving, but you still need coffee. Well, should I tell you what time I was up this morning? I actually fell asleep in the chair last night, and I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. So I've been up ever since. But that's okay. That's okay. I got that video edited from yesterday because that was just a grand mess. And I had to redo the editing because I don't know what my editing software did, but it just was a terrible, terrible, terrible mess. So I got that done and got that video uploaded, and then I'm thinking, well, we want to stitch on Fred, so why don't you do a little bit of a live. Since you're going to be stitching anyway. Well, let's see, Angela. A good setup for Stitch with Me's. I use my phone to show my stitching, okay? What helps is, and I'm going to try and turn my camera so that the camera that's looking at me so that you can see what I do here. So hold on, hopefully this camera will not peter out on me. But over here, where the light is, there's a pole there that clamps onto my table, and then that, I can't get it right now. Okay, then here we go. This clamps onto my table, and then it goes up and it has the extension thingers that come off and come over here, and then my camera is here. So what you really need is something to hold your camera. I found that this type works the best. I had one of those that you just had a clamp that you squeeze and put on, and then it was the part that held the camera where you could just bend it, and it just opened up like a clamp, and you put your phone in there. But I was always bumping it, and I could never get it out of my way. But with this style, you can raise it and lower it, and then this piece that's holding the camera is like one of those pieces that you put on a tripod. And you put your camera in that, and then I can adjust this. Okay, I'll give you a ride here. Okay, so I can just untighten this, and then I can adjust this. Over there's my stitchy corner. There we go. Don't look at my mess. but then you just adjust this to where you need it to be for your stitching, okay? And you put it at the angle that's going to work. That's going to work the best for you. Now, I will tell you that sometimes it takes a bit of messing around with it to get it positioned right. But that's what I do. Oh, look at me. I almost cut my head off. There we go. That's what I do. And it works really well. Now, you would also, if you want to show your stitching and show you, then you would need like your streaming software. That's what I record with, even when I'm just recording. I can either do live with that, or I can stream with use Prism Live. But then I need their what do they call it? Prism Lens is what I use. And that's how I bring that camera into the live stream. So it's a little bit of finagling. But if you ever decide that you want to do that, let me know and I will gladly help you. Because it is kind of fun. It is kind of fun to do these live streams. But I'm going to flip back now so I can see my chat. I don't have it on this screen. Yeah, it's a lot of it is having the right equipment in order to do it. You could just, if you just want to show your stitching and not have yourself, you just can go live on your phone or your tablet. But again, you just have to position that so that people can see your stitching and have it focused in close enough. Because, okay, I could do it just like this, but then, yes, you can see my needle go up and down, but you can't really see where it's going up and down. Or if I'm demonstrating something, then I like to be able to zoom in for something really close so that people can see that better. So it's a lot of what you want to do, and do you want people to see you as well as your stitching? Do you want them just to see your stitching? There's a lot out there. I can think of several. Stitchery Lovers, Kamari. There's another one. Oh, I can't think of her name. But they just show their stitching. Okay. But then you have like myself, Carla, Stitchy Witch, Teresa Little Stitcher. We all show our stitching and ourselves. So it depends on what you want to do. But if you decide you want to do that and you need some help, just let me know. Drop me an email and I will gladly help you. So with that, my dear friends, I think I'm going to say goodbye and go make some lunch. And I'll probably be stitching a little bit more, but I may switch to something else because I actually got 70 stitches done on Fred. So that's 70 stitches closer to the end. Soon I should be under 20,000. Actually, okay, believe it or not, Check this out. Check this out. Oh, no, wait. I got to switch it back. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay. Check this out. Okay. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, come on, come on. If I can get it to the right place. Come on, focus. Ah, shoot. It's not going to do it. Okay. There are 76,879 stitches in this stocking. As of right this very minute, I have stitched 56,879 stitches. So I have exactly 20,000 stitches to go. Exactly. So, yeah. My few stitches from my recorded one earlier today and my stitches on this brought me down to exactly 20,000 stitches to go. Oh, Angela, you're funny. Yes, you're more than welcome. I'm happy to show you my setup, if you don't mind looking at my mess over here. Yeah, you could put your phone pointing at you while you're stitching and not even show close-up of your stitching. Oh, well, you could do that too. I'm sure that would be hilarious. Hey, do you know what? You do what works and you do what people are going to like. I did find out, though, that the one I did to music did not go over very well for me. Most people like to hear my jibber jabber. And that's fine. And that's fine. So, Teresa says, thanks for your company today and have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Yes, all of you have an absolutely wonderful weekend. Don't forget, for people that are in the NeedleBugg family Facebook group, there is a Zoom meeting tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. For those of you who are not in that Facebook group, you can join. However, you must answer the questions and be a subscriber to the channel. Now, for me to check your status of subscribing to the channel, you have to make that public. So if you go under the settings, your YouTube page, go under settings, and then you pick, I think you pick privacy. And there is a place there that you can tick the button or not to have your people that you subscribe to public or not. For me to see it and confirm that you are a subscriber, that must be set to public. So just remember that if you are subscribing to the NeedleBugg family. So all are welcome with those two criteria being met. So with that, my friends, let me catch up here. Teresa says, thanks for your company. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Layla says, full coverage is my candy cane. I'm only at 3%. You love it if I jibber jabber, and thanks for the live stream. It was fun. It's always fun to sit here and jibber jabber with you guys. So I am going to try and do them possibly once a week, if not once every other week. So look for them. I will schedule them ahead of time. This one was just a spur of the moment, mainly just to see, did I remember how to do it? How to set it up, because it's a bit of a process to set it up. So with that, my dear friends, have a great weekend. Have an absolutely great weekend. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.